welcome to Atlanta!
ATL, baby.
We are driving north on 75 at about 5:30 in the afternoon. So you're seeing rush hour traffic.
Yeah, and this time we're heading northbound. The last hour's been bumper to bumper, kind of about till here. So northbound into Atlanta was really bad on the, coming in from the south. So we're gonna drive clear through Atlanta. You're gonna see one of the most beautiful skylines in the country, and one of the worst commutes in the country. Now, Atlanta traffic isn't the absolute worst. I hear California's got a few spots that are worst. I also hear, I've experienced that New York, New Jersey sucks coming out of New York City.
Yeah.
So we've seen some pretty bad traffic. Miami's pretty crappy.
Yeah.
Recently did a Miami commute. Houston was actually pretty smooth. Now, everybody in Houston thinks their traffic is the absolute worst in the world, but we've seen worse.
Yeah.
We're heading northbound towards Chattanooga, Nashville. Atlanta, baby. Going 70 miles an hour finally. Afternoon rush hour commute. I'm just kind of burnt out, so I'm not going to be too energetic for this video.
So I'm going to make up the difference. There's about 500,000 people in the actual city of Atlanta.
City limits.
City limits, people. It is 51% B, close to 41% W, 4.2% A, and 6% H.
And just outside of the city limits on the north side, there's a lot of H and A.
Yeah.
Off of Beaufort Highway. So it's a very diverse area. Lots of Europeans here as well. Atlanta's a very diverse city. An hour of driving through bumper to bumper traffic just got me kind of feeling nausea and
yeah, he does that.
Road sickness. Motion sickness.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Atlanta's a very spread out city as well. That's a metropolitan area. It's very spread out.
And they actually have a growing population. The population keeps growing.
Yeah, over the last few years it's slowed down.
It's slowed down. It went from, in 2010, there was about 420,000 to this last census, it was close to about 500,000.
Yeah, so it grew for a while.
Yeah.
Moving forward, it's like, am I supposed to be on the other? Sorry.
No, you're going north.
Yeah, but I think moving forward, it's gonna slow down. Other places like Jacksonville and Houston are picking up more people, and then it kind of just tapered off, and it's like I think it's pretty much slowed down here.
Well, the thing is, they've moved in a lot of new things. Atlanta is becoming very, like, there's movie sets here.
Yeah, it is, but at the end of the day, Atlanta.
Yeah.
Remember last time we stayed here? We were at the hotel, and the whole night we heard nothing but car break-ins.
Yep.
It's kind of like there's a lot of crime here.
Yeah. And I think it may, cities have their popularity, and it comes and goes.
Yeah, I think Atlanta's already had its.
Yeah.
And I don't think Atlanta's going to continue to be like what it was 10, 15 years ago.
Exactly. And it's changing, it might be changing for the better or the worse. Cities can do that. I know Detroit, in the 1900s was great. In these last few decades.
Detroit was awesome.
Yeah.
It became an incredibly massive city.
Yeah.
And there's still 5 million people in the Detroit area.
Yeah.
People don't realize how big the Detroit area is. There's 5 million people in that metro area, and then maybe 1 million of them live in bad areas, but the other 4 million live in nice suburbs.
Yeah, and my family came to Detroit, the Detroit area, like around the time of the Great Depression, and were able to work for GM.
Yeah, and amassed quite a bit in the process.
Yeah. My great-grandfather worked for GM after he got out of the military. And then our family's been there ever since.
I like the area north of Atlanta more than the area south of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I like the area north and northeast of Atlanta.
Yeah. Our family's in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan of the southern part of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the northeast part.
Yeah, the northeast part of Atlanta is really good.
Rick Ross lives around here. Even though he says he's born and raised in the county of Dade. But he lives here in it's called Fayetteville. It's a suburb on the south side of Atlanta.
Yeah. You know who else lives in Miami area?
Tony Montana?
No. DJ Khaled.
And why are they on the border? I'm pretty sure. Where is he born and raised? I can almost guarantee you he might. I don't think he is from Miami. Now, born and raised in Miami song is a fraud. Nobody on that song is actually from Miami other than Pitbull. That song is a fraud.
He was born in New Orleans.
I know he's not from Miami. Why everybody? And then Rick Ross wasn't born in Miami. He was born in Mississippi. And in fact, even though he doesn't even live in Miami, he lives in Atlanta, which would denote more of him being around Mississippi culture than me. That song's a fraud. That song is a fraud. Nobody on that song is actually from Miami.
Other than Pitbull.
Other than Pitbull, yeah. Well, it's like, Gucci Mane's not really from Atlanta. He's from Birmingham.
Yeah.
Metropolitan area. That's not get technical. I can already see somebody typing, "Hey, you're from Bessemer."
Well, Eminem was born in Missouri. Didn't stay there long.
Yeah.
I've never stayed in. I see them everywhere. Drury hotels.
It sounds like it'd be like a witchcraft type of place. Who came up with that? That's like Dracula.
It reminds me of the Muffin Man song.
Yeah.
Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man.
Horrible branding.
Who lives on Drury Lane?
Horrible branding, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the worst branding of any hotel brand. Looks like a little town there. What's up with that?
Oh. It's a community. It could be a movie set.
Now you got the Muffin Man song. You are horrible. I can't believe I am 32, 33, 5 years old.
32.
34. 38.
Don't add years to yourself. Never add years to yourself.
25 years old. I shouldn't be singing this song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dixie Highway. Oh, Dixie Highway. Well, see that one time we were in Atlanta, there's like the giant Confederate memorial on the east side of Atlanta. We're like in an all-black neighborhood, and there's like a giant like Confederate memorial in the back, like carved into the side of a mountain. I'm sitting here like, they know this is a black area, right? A nice black area at that. There's a lot of rich black people in Atlanta. I like Atlanta. The only thing I don't like about it is the crime. It's just too much crime in the city. And it's not like individual people doing crime. It's like groups of people doing crime together, which is even worse. Like an old dog teaching young kids how to break into cars type of thing, you know? groups of people breaking the law together. I'm going 90 miles an hour. That's wild.
Called Atlanta.
This is the Atlanta airport right there. We're still way south of the city by College Park.
Yeah.
So far, not too bad in traffic. I said that 1 hour into Atlanta, like way on the outskirts, was really bad. 284. We're just not passing 25. Okay. We're still like way south of the city. I can't believe like Gucci Mane hasn't made a Muffin Man remake. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Got them cookies now. You know?
Yeah.
Hard to believe Gucci Mane hasn't made a Muffin Man remix.
I heard someone singing that song recently.
Muffin Man?
Yeah.
I hate you for bringing that. I really hate you for getting that stuck in my head. I'm gonna have images of Gucci Mane singing the Muffin Man the rest of the day.
Probably sings it to his kids. Does he have kids?
Yeah, I think pretty sure he does.
Yeah, most of them do.
What do you mean by most of them? Who are them, Katie? Like
Adults. Most adults have children.
oh, okay, just verifying.
Yeah.
Making sure you're staying in line.
Other than me, I don't have kids.
Just making sure. Just making sure you stay in line. Just making sure you stay in line. Okay. Downtown Atlanta. Look at the traffic heading the other way. You got a toe strap holding the hood down. Okay, we're 12 minutes into this drive and we're just now passing College Park area. Nothing like being at a hotel and the whole night hearing car alarms going off.
Yeah.
And you notice that the cops were in the parking lot when we got there,
They were in the parking lot the whole night.
and there were still people breaking in the cars.
Yeah.
Completely useless.
And the hotel was next to a police station.
Didn't stop it. That's what I know about that. It's like super crimey place. Property crime, I think is what they call that type of stuff. Pretty much paralyzed going the other way. I think northbound, once we pass downtown, it'll be really bad. We'll find out. Like heading into Atlanta now, like from the south, I think it'll be empty. But once we're on the other side of Atlanta, it'll get worse again. And I think we'll find out. Still, Atlanta ain't got nothing on New Jersey traffic.
Yeah, true.
And not New York, New Jersey. What was it? New York, New Jersey was like, what, 2.5 hours to move like 15 miles or something like that? It was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous. This is actually pretty nice for seeing this thing. 5:40 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
If we wanted to go to Chattanooga, how far are we from Chattanooga here? You know the Muffin Man. Dang it, Katie. Dang it, Katie. Here's downtown.
2.5 hours.
Alright, try to see how far we
In 2
can.
miles.
You can see the skyline from here, kind of. I can't believe you got the Muffin Man. What kind of person does that to somebody else? Rush hour and Atlanta. Ay, se me para el corazón cuando yo a ti te veo bailar, es que no sé lo que me pasa, yo no sé. I thought it said traveling. I thought it said 6 miles ahead somebody's working. I was like, okay. In my mind, that sign said 6 miles ahead somebody's working. pasa? Yo no sé, mi corazón paraliza. Yo no sé, tiene algo que a mí me motiva. Es que el español ya casi no lo puedo hablar, se me va a olvidar. Even being in Florida, my Spanish keeps deteriorating.
Yeah. Really?
Unbelievable.
Don't you talk to your dad in Spanish every day?
I do. And he makes fun of everything I say. Like every time I talk to him, he laughs like all the time. He's like, you said this. Like I'm gonna get, imagine like I'm talking to you, right? What do you call it when you give somebody an ultimatum? Is that the right word?
Ultimatum.
Ultimatum? Imagine if I'm talking like, I'm gonna give you an alternator. That's what my Spanish sounds like.
Oh no, that's not good.
Like he's making fun of me, right?
Just that you're in Alabama destroyed your Spanish?
Not that, it's just lack of practice in general.
You speak it literally every day.
I know, but it's not good quality. Just because you speak it doesn't mean. Like I'm hanging out with my dad, I'm like, he's making fun of my Spanish. I'm like, I'm gonna give you an alternator. He's like, for what car? I'm like, shut up. You know what I meant. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that deteriorated. It's not good.
Yeah, it's better than self-five.
And the worst part about it is, I speak Spanish in Cuban, Puerto Rican, or Mexican accent, depending on who I'm talking to. Careful. Hold on to that. Hold on to that. You should have. I'm driving.
I know.
You should have just.
Yeah.
Bro, babe, how the crap? Look where I'm at, bro.
I understand where you're
Pay
at.
attention then. Don't have freaking
Okay.
phones flying while I'm driving.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you an alternator. He's like, for what car? I'm like, okay, Dad. Don't make fun of me.
To be fair, he does that to everyone.
Yeah, but my Spanish is completely
Yeah.
bad. And the worst thing about it is I don't know what accent to talk in. That's like the
Talk to your dad.
No, my dad will talk to him Cuban, but like I don't know how to explain it. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know which way bien that's okay. Okay, so we're paused again. But we can see the skyline now. Look at this guy. You hit me, man. You gonna hit me, man. You crazy, man. You hit me, you have a big problema, papi. Yeah, nice sunny day though. It's supposed to be raining. Temperature's 78 degrees. I'm getting used to the heat in Florida.
I'm not.
It's not. I get headaches from it.
Yeah.
But like when I'm doing stuff, it feels good to feel the heat. But then like sometimes I just get like headaches from it, and just kind of like migraines and stuff. Migraine basket. Quítate del medio, acere. Estoy todo atravesado, man. Wish I had police sirens and I could just woo woo. Everybody clears out of my way. I'm sure that's not legal. Oh, it's the first of the month. If I ever go to Alabama again, I want it to be like on the last day of the month. Nobody's got their food stamp cards yet. We just buy a bunch of food and be like, eating all in front of them. Got tax refund papers in my hand.
So you want to go next Friday?
Well, I want to be in Alabama like the 29th or the 30th. You know what I mean? Like whatever the last day of the month is. 31st, whatever. I don't know what that is. last day of the month, I want to be in Alabama. I want to be in Alabama, like
Eating steak.
eating a steak on the 31st, out in public. Order a 72-ounce steak on myself, just not even eat it, just walk around chewing on it, like hanging off my chest, splashing blood all over my shirt. Just walk around with a steak in my mouth.
We got that Texas. They got that Texas Roadhouse.
People in Alabama don't eat squirrels unless it's like the 29th of the month, 30th. They're all eating squirrels and stuff. Right. Gas station hot dogs. That's actually a luxury item. Oh, this guy cut me off, man. Oh, I'm gonna take it personal, man. Oh, you better get out of my way, man. You're messing with the wrong person, man. You don't know who I am, man. You could be in trouble, man. Yeah, you better get lost, man. You don't want to be in my path, man. I find like people are scared of my toe mirror swinging around. Normally this would be very aggravating, but ever since we started doing YouTube videos, it's been kind of alright to be stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
It's weird. This guy's...
It's like the one thing you were afraid of when we had to do the videos, and then when we started doing it,
actually the best
like,
thing.
Yeah.
People love, for some reason, people love watching. It's like people are so weird. People will watch you drive through a commute like this.
Because they want to see and they can handle.
Text her.
Ooh.
That guy needs to get a YouTube channel traveling America. Oh, it's the first of the month.
Watch, we'll go out to California and then see a texter.
That guy's been everywhere. I've been everywhere, man.
Or some random field.
It's gotta be a crew. I don't think it's one person.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be like a crew where there's like 50 of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's no way without one guy has been in all these places. Unless he's like a semi-truck driver or something. You playing reggaeton? I don't like reggaeton.
Yeah. Some random field in Kansas. There's texter.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking it's gotta be a crew.
I don't know.
It's gotta be like a crew of people. There's no way one guy can do that much graffiti.
I don't know.
Oh, I found a brand new toothpick.
That means you did, didn't it?
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere in my underwear. Lost track of the skyline. What neighborhood are we in?
Turner Field.
Yeah, buddy. This guy's got like 2 toe straps on the whole car together.
That ain't toe straps, that's tape.
Is that reggaeton?
Yes. Nobody pimps out the cars like that anymore. That's like a thing of the past. Like, you know, the Honda Civics and the just kind of like Mitsubishi. Well, of course, Mitsubishi didn't last that long. Like, when was the last time you saw a Mitsubishi Eclipse? I don't know. When was the last time I went to the junkyard? You know what I mean? Here's the skyline. Amazing. This makes it worthwhile right here. Yeah.
What if I just start a new video just for this?
No.
No? Like one long video?
Yeah. Hour longs do really well.
Yeah, they really do. This is beautiful. Look at this.
I know, right?
Gorgeous.
Woo! Cool, that video went up.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
I think that was the last video.
Gorgeous.
At least on this phone. Yep.
Just all this metal and cars and graffiti. It's beautiful.
I know. It like
There's a
makes
big
you feel good.
Big tag over there. Big piece, actually. There's that graffiti right there.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta hang for that. We gotta hang himself for that one. We gotta hang off the safety strap and just hang off the bridge to Put that piece down right there. That's a nice piece. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. In the ATL, in my underwear. I've been everywhere. In my underwear. From the ATL. Get photos because I want nice and clear photos. Because I want a new cover photo for our channel. And it's gotta be like, it's gotta be like the bottom of the photo. It's weird. If it's towards the top of the photo, it doesn't really work too well. I've been everywhere. There you go. I've been everywhere, man. In my underwear, man. Dun 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 dun. 7 days of the week, 7 different Chevys. Bum 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 bum. Wanna go look at a whale? You wanna go look at a whale? Do you wanna go look at a whale? Do you wanna go to the aquarium and look at a whale? Do you wanna go look at a whale?
I did that once.
Wanna do it again?
Well, they have
Do you
beluga.
wanna look at a whale?
When we went, they sent the belugas out to San Antonio to work on their tank.
I've been everywhere, man.
So I didn't get to see the beluga.
Some whales be traveling more than some people.
I don't know.
A little whale got to go from Atlanta to San Diego. There's humans that don't do that.
Yeah.
I've been everywhere, man. In my underwear, man. I've been everywhere. In my underwear. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the GPS was off on how long it would take to drive to Atlanta. It wasn't even close.
Do you want to see what it says now? It says we'd be there in 2 hours and 10 minutes. We'd be there at 8:03.
I'm not gonna complain about the view though.
Mm-mm.
We're looking at metal, steel. A este tipo con la grúa se me va a atravesar. Yo no lo creo. Yo no veo tipo con la grúa atravesarse, man. I've been everywhere, man. In my underwear, man. I've been everywhere. In my underwear.
I can't tell, is there, if that's a circus or if something's getting tinted
Sure.
or if they're selling.
Sun's in my face, though.
It might be a circus.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's just a big building got tarped for bed bugs.
Yeah.
La cucaracha got tarped for bed bugs. La cucaracha. Wow. Cucaracha is a cross between a toucan and a cucaracha. La cucaracha.
Yeah, I keep
La
seeing.
cucaracha. If
Yeah.
somebody, if your face looks like a cockroach, you have a cucaracha.
Oh, I've also been liking sparkling water recently.
Why do you sound like? Oh my god! I hate when you do that. You sound so like be yourself, bro. Be a hick.
You get mad at me for talking like a hick, and then when I talk normal,
That's not normal. That's whatever.
or
it is.
raise your value type of.
Just be whoever you are. Not a hick. If you're a hick, don't be who you are. Like pretend you're not a hick. I'm gonna invest some money in like one of those classes where they teach you how to be a human. A decent one. Can't believe que now with the best view este tipo se me va a atravesar con una freaking guagua. This is unbelievable, bro. I get the best view. And este tipo con sus rastas churrosas se me atraviesa un camionero peste a pata. Para no
Well,
decir otra cosa.
go a little bit faster.
Bro, está atravesado.
I know. Go a little bit faster and get ahead of him. It's not a big deal.
I've been everywhere, man. In my underwear, man.
I would hope you wear underwear.
Yeah, of course. What I wouldn't hope is that you're going places just with the underwear alone, man.
Yeah.
Just with the underwear. I've been everywhere in my underwear. I've been everywhere with my underwear. Somebody tell me.
Oh, that reminds me of a story you told me once.
When we first came from Cuba?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not share embarrassing stories right now. I'm not knowing. Dude, my foot hurts. My right foot hurts just from stopping them. Nice truck. I'm gonna fall asleep. How come nobody's going on that off ramp, whatever it is? Is it an exit for what? What? How come nobody's...
Carpool lane. You have to have 4 people in your car.
How many people do you count for?
1.
You should at least count for 2.
Well, then how many do you count for?
Oh, 1. I'm on a healthy weight, bro. 280. That's normal. That's about average for a guy my size.
For a 7'9" person.
Oh, what's... I'll stop. I'll stop. This guy se me atravesó, man. Believe it or not, he had the courage to atravesarse.
The Ingles.
What is English?
Ingles.
English. You're not speaking English, man?
I don't know. There's like a child with watermelon, and now I want watermelon.
It's called marketing.
Yeah.
Where's the top go?
But I'm more likely to go to Publix.
Llegó la policía. You see the idiot that was going 80 miles an hour holding a U-Haul with a car? A little trailer?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I hope that's a rental car, because if it's your own car, you just ruined it.
Yeah.
Este tipo se me atravesó. You know cars like this are actually pretty popular in Atlanta?
What one? This?
Like Mercedes Benzes and Beamers, so like from the 2000s and the late 90s,
Yeah.
are really, really popular in Atlanta for some reason. There's a beggar on the expressway.
Not surprised.
That's hilarious.
That's an off-ramp.
That's an off ramp? Either way, it's hilarious. Come on, you don't see that in every city.
That's interesting.
What happened?
There's a ambulance. A special ambulance.
What makes it special?
It's mobile stroke treatment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've never seen that before.
Alright, no idea.
I didn't know it existed. I thought every emergency got a standard ambulance, but I guess
There's a lot of glare in here.
I guess not in
We'll be out of the
Atlanta.
bridge. Quítate de medio, acere. El tipo está atravesado, man. Take a look. Look. Here we go. Este tipo está metido aquí a 10 millas. Come on, bro, get out of my way, puppy. Can't you see that I'm agitated? There was not this much graffiti on this bridge last time we were here, was there? Slimes are nice. What's that mean? Oh,
Let him in.
I'm not gonna let him in. Oh, a mí no me vas a estar dando el cañón, ¿oíste? You're not gonna cut me off, Papi. I'm gonna take this personal. Did you see this guy cut me off? Hold on, let me. Oh, you better hide behind. Yeah, you better hide behind that truck. You don't want to see my face right now, Papi. Tan fresco. Tan fresco los policías eso. What's it say?
What?
Bureau of Investigation. Ah, es un policía. Ah, tenemos un stupid taxi driver. Es un policía el tipo. Give me the camera so I take photos out. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. I can do this while driving safely. Don't worry, I got this puppy.
You know what I want to do?
Be a millionaire.
Oh, that would be helpful, but no.
Get a job? At least that's a start.
No.
Why not?
No, you don't even know what I
Oh,
want.
this is aggravating. We're still in downtown. I thought we were like way out of, like,
No.
we're still here.
I want to go on a cruise that leaves from Seattle and goes to Alaska.
You, with your expensive ideas. Why do you ever think about getting a job? That's never something you plan to do. Hey, I plan to go see a well in Alaska. You plan to see a freaking job application anytime soon, Mia? Anytime soon, you plan to see a job application. That's what I'm concerned about right now. You know, yeah, I want to see a whale. You want to see a job application? Because that's what I was hoping you wanted to see. I'm pretty sure 285 would have been better. These stupid people, subscribe to my channel, wanna see me metido un tranque. ¿Qué clase de bola de gente más ridícula?
When you're in traffic.
Mira esto, these people waste their time watching me be stuck in a traffic jam. That lets you know que clase como basura son when they have nothing better to do. Go get off YouTube and go clean the house. Check on your kids if they're still alive. You know? Instead of, I don't understand, man. Hit the like button before you leave, though.
Yeah. And comment.
And comment about how you think I don't treat Katie right. I treat her however I want.
And watch this until the end of the video.
You guys realize on that Lake City video,
Mm-hmm.
I think our regular subscribers understand that we don't actually fight that much.
I don't fight with you.
At all, really. We do it for the clickbait aspect. Yeah, we kind
We don't fight with each other.
of. That building looks weird. The coffee smells
Very
like.
rarely will we fight.
For real, fight. I wouldn't do that. Oh, ya yo estoy a tirarme a mi room.
And if we do have a disagreement, like around the time when one of us gets hungry,
It's over.
it's
It's like, I don't want to live with you anymore. I'm done with you women. We're over.
20 minutes later. Oh,
You
you
want
want
to
to
get some
go?
Haitian food? Man, let's do it.
What were we fighting about? Oh,
You know,
it doesn't really seem important anymore.
you want to get some Italian food? Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Italiano.
Yeah.
This guy got pulled over. You know how fast you have to be driving to get pulled over in a place like this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that guy getting pulled over is like the reason the entire metropolitan area is coming to a crawl.
Pretty much. One of the things I like is coffee. I will drink coffee. This is coffee from Buc-ee's. Now, Buc-ee's has a very nice selection of how you can make your coffee.
Bucky's coffee tastes synthetic. It's like drinking plastic.
It's good. It's smooth, and they got all kinds of creams.
You know who's smooth? Tito Swing.
I don't even know who that is.
He sings Estilo Miami. Pa, 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 pa. Wasn't good.
I don't know. But I finished my coffee and now I'm drinking his.
Fat people can't be mad at each other for too long, you know? Because eventually they're gonna agree on going out to get food, you know? That's not like skinny people can be mad at each other forever. Fat people are not gonna be mad too long. Eventually somebody's gonna suggest getting something to eat. You know, and the other like, well, let's go. You know, it's not like fat people are gonna be mad forever. Skinny people can be mad for a long time.
I think even if I was skinny, like we were both skinny, we'd still be like, you wanna go eat something?
No, that's why you're not skinny.
Yeah.
Believe me, this is the reason you're not skinny.
Yeah.
What's this fire thing represent?
I think they host the Olympics.
Oh, the Olympics, right.
In like
1996. Yeah, you think I'm stupid, huh? You think I don't know my stuff, huh? You think que yo soy un como basura? I studied in Harvard.
I know.
Not Harvard, Harvard. Harvard. Harvard, una bobina que se rompió en la Harley. The other car's going the other way. Woohoo, no, don't litter. No seas un litter bug, Buffy. Okay, we're finally moving again.
Huh.
Atlanta's a pretty decent sized city. Don't be a litter bug. A litter bug. A litter bug. Why aren't there roads in the middle? It's like empty. What's that supposed to be in the middle?
I miss having cable.
I know. It's like a waste of your time. We're crap. We're supposed to be way over there.
Yeah.
Well, these people behind me better watch out, man. That's a beauty of a truck. Oh, I missed my exit. Oh, dude.
Don't worry, I got you. We'll figure it
I
out.
can pull a U-turn right here.
No.
Didn't we do the same exact thing?
To continue on I-74.
I guess we could take 285.
Don't worry.
Continue for 1.5 miles.
We want you to get off. Oh, you're not.
Southbound? I ain't going southbound again.
It wants you. No, it wants you to get on Buford Highway.
That's all right. Let me see. I'm cool with Buford Highway.
Excuse me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, 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 no.
No.
Look at the traffic. We might as well take 85 back to 285. Let me see. I think it'd be better to take 285 all the way through. It's kind of not bad that this happened. Look at all the delays on 75. We might as well take 285.
In half a mile, take exit 86 for Georgia 13 north toward Buford Highway.
We can take Buford Highway all the way to watch out. This people again hasn't realized that I have no idea. How do you see how I'm driving, Poppy, and realize
Take
I'm a
exit
dangerous
86.
individual? I'm gonna take 400 north.
Okay.
Is that a toll road? 400 to 285.
Okay.
Continue on Georgia 13 north for half a
This could
mile.
be a mistake, but I'm gonna try it. Is there another skyline over there? Atlanta has 2 skylines?
Apparently.
Dude,
Those look
on
like
There it is,
nice.
there it is.
for 1 mile.
that's the one. Isn't 400 toll road?
I don't know.
There's another skyline over there?
Apparently.
What? I had no idea. There's like a whole nother skyline I don't even know about. Okay. Huh.
You know what I miss about having cable? This one channel called Turner Classic Movies. I like watching watching movies from like the 30s and
Half a mile,
40s.
take exit 87 for Georgia 400 North.
Keep
toward
Mike's
Buckhead.
being in my blind spot.
Sometimes even 50s
There you
and
go, get mad
60s.
and
I
pass
like
me.
old movies.
He's on the map. Look at him. He's a woman. It's a woman. I had no idea there was a whole nother skyline over here. I mean, looking at the traffic, it's actually, I'm not even upset that we came
Take
this
exit
way.
87.
Is it 400 a toll road though? Looking at the traffic on 75, I'm
Continue for
actually
7
thinking
miles.
this might not be a bad
Yeah.
alternative. I'll have to get on 285 again though. Which is okay, we're just touring the city, it doesn't matter.
Whatever.
It really doesn't matter, we're just touring the city. Yeah, traffic, we missed the whole... Actually, this might not be a bad route regardless.
Yeah. I
I
finished
had
up.
no idea there was a whole other skyline over here.
That was smooth and wonderful.
It's nasty. It tasted like plastic.
It did not.
I'm surprised the state of California hasn't put a warning on that crap. This coffee causes lead poisoning or something.
The state of California is like, oh, if you touch that.
The state of California is going to put a warning on that Texas coffee. And the state of California thinks this coffee causes all types of crap.
Yeah.
Bro, this is beautiful. I didn't know there was a whole nother skyline over here. Look at this. Awesome. Actually, the whole Marietta's like stomped out. I wonder if I could just keep going north. Look, because then the 400 starts going east. We gotta get, I was gonna say Athens, but we gotta get to Chattanooga. If we're gonna do the road trip we planned, we're gonna have to really, really kick it in. Yeah, we gotta kick it in the high gear, man.
Yep. It'll be nice when we can go through to Arkansas. I want to go to see the Bentonville, where the Walmart is.
Remember we talked earlier about how you need to not be a hick? Wanting to go see like a Walmart in Arkansas? That's 100% hick material. Okay, that's what I've been concerned about with you. Wanting to go see. I wonder how much it would cost to rent an office space here in Atlanta.
I don't know.
Can't be more expensive than freaking Fort Myers is ridiculous to rent office space. I was gonna get an office in Fort Myers, and I was like, I might as well get a house. Might as well just rent a whole house at that point. I'm not even kidding.
Or like an apartment or something.
Yeah.
We might. I'm gonna talk to you about that off camera.
Eventually, we gotta get our credit fixed. And
Well, we're
I'm
almost
ready for
there.
a mortgage. Is what I'm ready for.
Well, you gotta start somewhere.
5 months ago, I made a video how I would never get a mortgage, and now I'm talking about getting a mortgage.
Life has a way of like changing your
Dude, you
perspective.
can't. Yeah. Never say you won't do something. There's a lesson in that. I'm never moving back to Florida. A year later, back and forth.
Yeah.
I would never live in Lehigh. That definitely didn't work out.
Yeah.
Like, life could never be that harsh to me. Dude, it's like a whole other skyline up here. I had no idea. Because Atlanta's a lot more massive than what I thought. And we're here all the time. I just didn't realize. The problem is we're always in the crappy part of Atlanta. That's really the problem. It's not like we ever end up in the nice part of Atlanta. We're always in bad places. This is cool. Oh no. Oh no, 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 oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. I love those trees on that up there.
I like trees.
I like trees. I like white women and trees and SUVs.
I like trees in cities.
I like white women, trees and SUVs
I remember one time
and ATVs.
my dad he worked for a bank and he'd have to go to like random places sometimes to check on, like, he was some kind of mortgage officer. But he took me to this building. It was like the coolest office building I'd ever seen in my life. And he told me they had a deck, and they're like, your uncle built that. But the inside was really neat. It had like koi ponds and like little bridges, and I saw my uncle there. But yeah, it was the neatest office building I'd
my
ever
dad
seen.
worked in an office too. He was janitor. I'm surprised this isn't a toll road.
Yeah, it was when we lived in Detroit. In Detroit area. It was nice. It was a day I didn't have school, but the other child did. So I got to spend the day with my dad.
I didn't have school one time. Out of school suspension, which was like, they think they're punishing me, puppy. I don't want to go to school anyway. And the teacher go,
The real punishment for kids is going to school.
he's like, we're gonna give you a 10-day out of school suspension. You're gonna regret it. I was like, I'm gonna regret not punching this kid earlier, man.
Yeah, like kids, like.
You know what I did hate? In school suspension. Oh man, it's like going to prison. That's like going to prison. How many times a week did you do in school suspension? I hate it. I guess none. Okay.
Me?
No, I'm the invisible person in the backseat.
Oh. I did detention. Before school detention.
Isn't that unconstitutional to detain somebody just because they talk?
I didn't get detention
I have
for.
a good lawsuit.
Any detention
I need to
that I
meet
got
Morgan in
was
person.
not because of my behavior. It was because I showed up late. Late too many times. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, man. My parents were happy too. When I got 10 days out of school suspension,
Yeah.
they're like, man, we got an extra job on the side. We need your help. Get 10 days out of school suspension, end up going to work, making $1,000, coming back to school with new clothes. The principal like, Jose, you come back, you're going to learn your lesson. Man, you buy a gold chain, and your parents buy you. I mean, my parents didn't buy me nothing. I was working those 10 days. I bought it myself. Now you telling me that your parents didn't punish you at home? Like, punish me? No, Poppy, I was working. Look, I buy a gold chain, I buy a new shoe, I buy some Jordan. This was the best thing that happened to me. Who can I punch next?
Yeah. Chattanooga, Birmingham. You're on this road, it'll take you to where you need to go,
In
apparently.
2 miles, take exit 4B for I-285 West toward Chattanooga, Birmingham.
This video might have to be longer than an hour.
Why?
It's already at 53 minutes.
Huh.
I don't like the idea of making a video longer than an hour.
Atlanta, the movie.
Train down the road, that's pretty cool.
There's a 5-minute slowdown on I-285 West in 2 miles. You are still on the fastest route.
Really?
Oh,
Can I just keep going and take some other exit or something too? I'm looking at the map and I'm seeing like a way better way of getting up there. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm thinking if I stay on, I'm really thinking there's got to be a better way of getting through. We'll figure it out. Let's just do what Siri says. Whoa, Papa, you're dropping your
Whoa.
drop, man. Chattanooga. Look at these buildings. I'm telling you, we thought we knew Atlanta. We hadn't seen this whole area.
Alright.
Just one wrong turn. Look how much we've been able to discover through that.
Look at that building up there.
This is
That's
so
nice.
cool, dude.
Take exit 4B
It's like
for
the building is
I-285
wearing
West toward
crown.
Chattanooga,
That's
Birmingham.
gorgeous. It's gorgeous, man. It's gorgeous, man. traffic going that way too, so I'm gonna guess either
Continue
way.
for 1 mile.
Either way, I'm actually glad I took this wrong turn because it seems like I didn't even know all this existed over here.
Mm-hmm.
It seems a lot nicer and calmer than the other part of Atlanta too, that we're more familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up in the bad parts of Atlanta just all the time.
Yeah.
Is there a porta potty in these construction sites? Is that a porta potty? Oh, well, if you see the traffic's on that side,
Yeah.
we might be able to kind of bypass a lot of it. We can go really fast, so I can bypass a lot of it. So I can bypass as much
Lane
of it.
heads, merge left.
Merchants, what?
Merge left.
Merchants, what merchant? What Is there a porta potty anywhere around here? Okay, so this is gonna be a while now. What happened?
Okay.
That was unnecessary.
Yeah.
But I still did it. Watch the person get out of their car now and try to fight me. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? Remember the hackathon that I started in Miami?
What?
The hackathon we started in Miami?
Yeah.
We need to turn that into a short.
Yeah.
How many times we've been through Atlanta, we hadn't even discovered any of this stuff.
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I like this type of road. I don't know why, but I do.
At least we're on this side of it. Seems like the main area is good. So what are we doing here?
Stand on this thing until we.
I think I might go over the hour. I like to stop it exactly at 1 hour, but it seems like there's like, wow, look at all those cars. That's insane. Look at that. I've never seen so many cars in one place my whole life.
I know, right?
That is insane.
This is the Atlanta traffic they talk about.
Dude, this is insane. Unbelievable. I don't know, should we go longer than an hour? Long videos are like a rarity on the internet.
Yeah.
They're good because there's so few of them that like it stands out.
Yeah.
You want to drive for a little bit? 6:30 already, unbelievable. Dude, I've never seen so many cars in my life all in one place. So we got a minute to decide. What do you think? I think we keep rolling with the camera. I really do.
In 800 feet, take the exit on the left toward I-285 West.
So what's crazy? I think we're gonna go. We're gonna keep recording.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a very long video, but we'll get it up. There just aren't too many.
Take the
I
exit
really
on the left
love
toward I-285 West.
to stop at exactly at 1 hour, but I think we're going beyond that.
Continue on I-285 West for 5 miles.
Somebody may really want to get familiar with Atlanta. Here's your sign. Isn't that Bill Anvil guy from? What's his name? Bill
Go anywhere? I
Anvil.
don't think so.
I think he's from Atlanta.
He's got some nice
One of the
comedy
guys.
skits.
One of the guys from the blue collar comedy thing is from Atlanta. I can't remember. I think it's Bill Anvil.
Yeah, he's a grandpa now.
I think they're from the Atlanta area. I don't think they're from Atlanta. How are you a redneck and you're from Atlanta? That's what I'm telling you about, like some media. People portray like, remember like when we lived in Naples and we had the one neighbor who was a redneck, even though they grew up in Naples their whole life. Like, how do you grow up in Naples and be a redneck? That's by choice. In fact, in a neighborhood where everybody grew up to be a gangster, you grew up to be a redneck. That's by choice.
Well, Atlanta really wasn't developed until like the 80s and
Yeah, blah blah.
yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
One neighbor that decides he's a redneck.
Mm-hmm.
How do you decide you're a redneck? You live in Naples. You don't get to be a redneck.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. At what point is it like you're like, okay, you know what, dude? You're this is not who you are.
I want to go to Roswell, New Mexico, and Marfa, Texas.
Look at you. How do you become a hick? You only spent 1 year in Alabama. Like, how is this? That was.
I had been training for that for years. Don't act like it's something new. I'd been training for years.
Yeah, you just snorted. I've been doing this for years. I was ready for Alabama. Shout out to everybody watching from Alabama, man. We are not easy. Like, I don't know how people from Alabama have the heart to watch us after we tear on them so much.
Oh, they get like,
They're cool people. They get it. They get it.
yeah, it's like, I mean, they have like the family jokes already coming at them, so.
But some people are cool. I met a lot of people in Alabama who were really big on, like, they tell me Alabama jokes. I had one customer I worked for a lot. He always, every time I worked for him, he had Alabama jokes. And he's from there. It's not like he wasn't from there. And I had a lot of, like, I remember one customer, he always had like Alabama jokes, and you know.
I had a lot of fun in Alabama until it became not fun.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a way of making the party come to an end in Alabama.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, it's actually the best thing that happened to us. I think it made us stronger. It made us not be afraid of. I mean, already we weren't afraid. Just the fact that we moved to Alabama, like 99.9.9.3% of people, you said move to Alabama, they'd be like, no, 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 no. Yeah, most people wouldn't. It's just that was brave, and then living there for a year was brave, and then the way we had to leave was it just made us stronger people.
Yeah.
And better things are in our future now. Like I totally can see how, for example, when we were in Naples,
Yeah.
our YouTube channel was just like
There.
we didn't do any other than like if it wasn't for moving to Alabama, our travel YouTube channel would have never taken off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that would have never happened. Our videos were just about Florida.
Yeah.
And not even ever, like, going to Jacksonville we thought was the end of the world. Now, we're in Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And on this trip, we're thinking about California.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to how much money we can save. You know, like, how much money can we save? If we can economize this trip a little bit, not eat out too expensive. Like today we had a sandwich from, what do you call this? From Buc-ee's. How much was that?
Everything was like 19.
Yeah, we can just economize this road trip a little bit and not do extravagant spending. We should be on the path to make it to California.
Yeah.
And again, I start thinking of all the other trips we've gone on, we thought that the same mindset, we would have gone there already. I think we do. I think our subscribers are right in that we do have to make some changes in our lifestyle as far as we're just way too over the top sometimes. Like,
yeah, like I'm not going to like
we're not going to be stingy.
eating.
Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. No, I get that. Okay, let's make sure we don't miss our turn this time.
Yeah. 1.8 miles to Chattanooga. You'll see right there.
Oh no, Montgomery. I won't miss this one.
I won't.
That's a sign I don't want to see ever again. I don't ever want to go to Montgomery. I'm serious about that. I really don't ever want to see that place again. Like I'll kind of see other places in Alabama if I have to,
Yeah.
but I don't ever want to see Montgomery again. I really don't.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather drive around if I had to than see Montgomery. I'm okay going through like Baldwin County to go across, and I'm okay going across the top of Alabama, but I don't.
Even Birmingham. Keep on
What's this guy mad at?
trucking.
She's just trying to get me there. There you go. I let him through. There we go.
Yeah.
Or is his brakes bad? He can't stop.
His brakes bad.
No,
That's what he's
wasn't
trying to
getting
tell you.
over. No, he was trying to get over.
Yeah.
I let him. There you go. I helped him actually.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not missing this turn.
Yeah.
This one right here, I don't want to end up in Montgomery. What's crazy is we are what, 2 hours from Montgomery? And how different of a world this is from that, you know? I definitely don't want to miss that turn. Look at that river there. It's the Atlanta River.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yep, I just made up a name for it and you believed it. We gotta be on that lane.
Chattahoochee.
The Chattahoochee, way under in the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than the
Hoochie coochie.
way down yonder in the shadow. I can't believe that song's actually it's actually pretty vulgar if you think about it. Because earlier, I'm not gonna talk about this.
What? Yeah.
Never mind, it's vulgar. Just leave it at that. Alan Jackson. But it's weird because, like, if Alan Jackson says that, here's how we, in our minds, are wrong. Alan Jackson says hoochie coochie, and you're playing it to your kids. Like, I literally just played this song for, like, a 5-year-old kid, like, not long ago. And it didn't even cross my mind that the song was about a hoochie coochie. If I had played that, if it was Gucci Mane saying, yeah, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie, like,
In
man, that is
1,000 feet,
that's
use the right
vulgar.
3 lanes to take exit 20 for I-75 North.
Would you agree with me? That if
You
it's,
pick on Gucci Mane a lot.
because he's from Birmingham and we're in Atlanta, he claims to be from Atlanta, but he's actually from Birmingham.
Okay.
Use the right 3 lanes to take exit 20, then keep right.
Like I was saying, if Gucci Mane says it's hotter than a hoochie coochie, that is just vulgar. But if Alan Jackson says that you're playing to your kids like, man, get hotter than a hoochie coochie, you know, it's like, at what point is our mind programmed to just be wrong without us even knowing it? Like subtly, like we're subtly, like, it's just wrong.
Keep right at the fork. Continue for 3/4 of a mile.
But seriously, have you thought about that? If that song was by Gucci Mane and not Alan Jackson, it would be a huge problem. Well, I didn't realize until I lived in Alabama, I didn't realize how sensitive. That'd be on the other side. There's like a semi truck hauling a. Oh crap! This guy wasn't gonna stop. That'd be in the
In a
lane.
1/4 mile, keep left. Follow signs for I-75 North, Marietta.
I didn't realize how sensitive black people were until I lived in Alabama.
Yeah.
Like I lived in Naples, and I was like actually kind of pretty insensitive to
Keep
black people
left.
because I had never been around black people like that, you know. And the black people that live in South Florida, they're like we are, so they don't care.
Yeah.
Like when I was
Continue
growing
on
up.
I-75 North for 9 miles.
Growing up in Florida, my black friends, they didn't care what I said. You know, because we were around each other. We were like family. But then when I go to Alabama, like I realized in Alabama I couldn't do that. Like that was like a no. But in Florida, it's like we grew up saying stuff like I don't know. It's weird how like people are more sensitive up here about stuff like that. But down in Florida, it doesn't matter. You know, it's not big of a deal. To where, like, I feel like even a black person from Florida, from down there, if they moved over here, they would think the same exact thing. More geographical than racial.
There's a 9-minute slowdown caused by a crash at Bud.
That's definitely military, probably, right? It's like a very heavy duty trailer.
Probably.
Probably some type of, like, really secretive stuff inside Well, like Pitbull, right? When he was growing, when he was first came out, Pitbull was 100% a rapper when he first came out. If you listen to the lyrics of some of the things he said when he first came out, and like when he did like the 305 album and all that, he could not drop that same exact song again now, because Pitbull was now like gentrified. Like he couldn't go there anymore. Even like there's a Puerto Rican from New York, his name is Nems. He recently did an interview where he said that even though in New York it's not a problem for him as a Puerto Rican to say that now that he's doing concerts like in Alabama or something, I think he said something along the lines of like, well, you know, he's a Puerto Rican from New York, and he does concerts. He started doing concerts, and I guess he came and did a concert in the South, and they're like, oh no, oh no. But then he went out and did an interview where he said he's not going to say it anymore because like, let's say he says it in New York, it's not a big deal, or it's not perceived as a problem or offensive in New York or Florida. But if he does a concert like in like Arkansas or something, I don't know, it's definitely not going to ring the same way. Because as he did a concert somewhere, I can't remember where in the South, he did a concert somewhere, and they were like not happy about it. The audience was like creeped out by it. But it's weird how then like places like Florida and New York are having to change their personal culture to adapt to other people somewhere else being offended. Like, that's kind of weird, you know? Because people in the South would never change their culture to not offend other people.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of weird how people in Florida, New York, we're changing our culture to cater to them, but they would never change their culture to cater to us.
Yeah.
Especially on a matter like that. It's weird. But I guess this is more mature. I guess like Pitbull said the same thing too. It's just they all describe it as you reach a level of maturity as you grow up or something like that. Blah blah. And I get it too. Like even I as a person would never do that as a maturity thing. I'm not a teenager anymore. It's not like I'm trying to. It's like remember when it was cool to wear like big baggy clothes?
The white T-face?
The white tees and the big giant 5X t-shirts.
Yeah, I vaguely I remember it. It was like they were going around wearing dresses. And there was like one, I went to Dunbar.
Yeah.
And I remember there was one kid who had this t-shirt that it was a tall guy, and he had this t-shirt. It was like a foot off the ground. Yeah.
I knew one kid who sagged his pants so much that he would have to wear other pants underneath his pants because people were getting on him about his underwear being completely out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he just had to wear other. You ever meet somebody like that who would sag their pants so much that then they would have to wear other pants underneath their pants?
Yeah.
Yeah, I met people like that. I can't believe
there was one kid who had it like all the way down to the floor. And like he's just like penguin walking all day.
Dude, I used to have to sneak my shirts in my book bag because I couldn't leave the house looking like that.
Yeah.
And my mom got really, really mad one time because she said if I kept wearing dresses to school, she was gonna make me wear makeup, and I was like, I got into like a whole argument with my mom about it. She's like, well, you want to wear a dress like a girl? I'm gonna put makeup on you. I'm like, you're not putting makeup on me, Mom. She's like, yeah, you want to wear a dress like a girl?
Yeah. Yeah. We had like a really older gentleman as a substitute.
I had shorts in high school or middle school. I had shorts that were touch my shoes.
Yeah, an older substitute used to get on the kids that would do that.
Oh, there was always that one old teacher.
That one old,
that would be like, well, you're wearing a dress like a girl.
Uh-huh.
Dude, this might be an hour and 30-minute long video. Like, this traffic is serious. From Chattanooga, we got to head into Nashville and do this in Nashville, too.
Yeah.
Oh crap! And we're gonna miss it because it'll be during the weekend.
What?
I would really like to show like a weekday. We're not gonna be able to do it.
Today's
Nashville.
Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday.
We gotta be in well, unless we wake up early
Mm-hmm.
and head into Nashville for the end of the day.
Yeah.
We may not be able to do it though.
We'll make it work.
I would love to show like rush hour in Nashville too.
Yeah.
You had like an old teacher that would pick on kids.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was like 80-year-old guy.
80-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't imagine that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He was an interesting fellow. He'd like talk about his daily routine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's just say some Metamucil, and like that was included. Like, he'd just be like making Metamucil in class and talking about mineral oil.
I had a few teachers that were definitely outdated, like especially substitute teachers,
Yeah.
because it's not like they're real teachers. No doubt, man.
He would just like smack on kids, like all of them.
Well, they arrested a teacher. Was it in LaBelle
Yeah.
recently? Was it LaBelle?
Yeah.
The teacher that was spanking kids was in LaBelle.
No.
You didn't see that in the news? It was either Lehigh or LaBelle.
Yeah.
Look it up. Like, look it up. Literally, like, look it up. Florida teacher arrested for spanking kids. I think it was LaBelle. Like recently, like Lewiston or LaBelle. It was like this old school teacher. This was like a month ago. That was like spanking kids in class. Like seriously, look it
Well,
up.
he didn't do that. He was just he just like
This traffic is insane.
he'd use his words.
I get you. No, but like, look it up.
Last year,
Huh?
last
Where is it?
May, Florida,
Was it LaBelle?
Lewiston.
Lewiston. Lewiston. Your daughter can read it. Read it. Read
No
it. Read it.
crime. Florida State Attorney says no crime was committed by principal in the paddling of a 6-year-old.
In Lewiston?
Yeah.
Right, but there was another case after that. Like, that's from last year. There was another case.
Recently?
Yeah, there's another case. I think it was either Lewiston or LaBelle, where they arrested a teacher for spanking kids.
That was a principal.
A principal?
Yeah.
So what's the article say?
Paddles.
He paddled kids.
Yeah, she.
Yeah. I had a teacher in Kentucky that threatened to paddle me, and she called my parents. And like, the teacher was gangster. She was Cuban.
Yeah.
And she called my parents, and she was like, "I'm a Cuban. I'm not afraid. I'm not like these American teachers. I'll actually do it. You gonna behave, or I'm gonna spank you." There's no way that was legal. Her name was Miss. I know somebody I can call to remember the name too. I remember her name too. Well, whatever her name, Miss Polo. Miss Polo. She would take me into like a classroom, know where it was at, and she'd be like, "I'm Cuban. I'll spank you." So I'm not like these American teachers. I'll spank you, because like I was out of control, and like I really was out of control. And actually, I wish she had spanked me. I honestly, now as an adult, I was like, I really did need a good spanking, man, or 2 or 3. You know, like in first grade is when I started being bad. In kindergarten, I was like a prime kid. Like, teachers loved me, and then all of a sudden in first grade, it was like,
What happened?
1,000 feet.
I don't know what
keep
happened.
left at the fork to stay on I-75 north.
I don't know what happened, but it was like in first grade. And by second grade, like, I knew I was a bad kid by second grade. At first, I thought it was like misunderstandings, and then, like, at first I thought it was like, okay, like something's not right
Keep
here.
left at the fork to stay
Maybe I
on
haven't.
I-75 north.
Like, I was actually like in first grade, I was trying. Like, I knew I was doing bad stuff, but I wasn't like I was trying to do it. Like, and then by
Continue
second
on
grade,
I-75 north for 88 miles.
by second grade, I was like, okay, I'm a bad kid. You know what I mean? Like, I
So
realized.
I'm just gonna be as bad as possible. type
Well, no,
thing.
it wasn't like that. It was like I understood I was a bad kid. You know, like by then it was like me, Cantrell, and Kenny were like the baddest kids in that school. We were bad. And Kenny wanted to fight me one time, and I was like, that's how, like, you know what? That's how you knew I was bad. When Kenny wanted to fight me for no reason, when the baddest kid in the school wants to fight you for no reason, that's how you know you're bad.
Yeah.
That right? You know what it could have been? You know, you had that field day. You have that field day where you're supposed to race. In kindergarten, I won field day. I mean, I was a starving kid right out of Cuba. So I was going to win field day. I was so skinny. Of course I won. You know, the race? The most important thing in first grade was field day, winning the race. And I won every single race on field day. And I was the fastest kid in kindergarten. Now, by first grade, I started getting chubbier. And then I lost.
Yeah.
But by then, since the year before I had won, every other kid wanted to beat me. Because that was like, I don't know, in like kindergarten, the fastest kid that we ran the fastest, that was like, you were the kid, you know? I didn't realize that. In kindergarten, I was like the top dog in that school and I didn't even know it. Because I won that track race. Like, that made me like, and I didn't even know it, you know what I mean? Like, but I guess it wasn't important to me, it was important to all the other kids.
Yeah.
So I win that, and then right after I win it, Kenny wants to fight me. And I was not going to fight Kenny because Kenny...
You're getting off at an
I'm not getting off at an exit. I'm passing semis and I'm acting a fool. I was surrounded by semis. We're boxed in by semis now. So when Kenny wanted to fight me, I wasn't going to fight Kenny, by the way. The good thing is I could outrun him. I could outrun him, so he couldn't really beat me up.
Yeah.
Like, it was like everybody in school was like, "Yo, Kenny's gonna beat you up at recess," and I was like, "If he can run faster than me, right?" And he couldn't run faster than me. So recess was me getting chased by Kenny for like for 3 weeks straight. I'm not even kidding. My recess for 3 weeks straight was me getting chased by Kenny. And he couldn't catch me, so it wasn't like there was much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he never, and then one day, now keep in mind, I was a really bad kid and so was Kenny. But I knew Kenny could beat me up. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that Kenny could beat me up. For one, we used to play basketball, and so I was good at running, but then I was really bad at basketball. But because they're from Louisville, they're great at basketball. You know, they're just built for that. Like, they're just monster basketball. Like you couldn't believe how good kids in Louisville in first grade and second grade will play basketball. Where like a first grader in Louisville will beat you as an adult in basketball. Like,
Yeah.
they're that good. They grow up doing it. That's what they do, you know. Because Louisville doesn't have any other sports. What they do is college basketball with the Cardinals. So everybody, since the time they're little, they're playing basketball. I didn't know about I didn't know how to play basketball until I got to middle school. So that wasn't a level playing field. So one day, Kenny got detention. Look how this worked out. One day, Kenny got detention, and I got detention. So in Kentucky, if you got in trouble, your parents had to come pick you up. Well, guess what? Kenny and I were in different classes, and we both got in trouble at the same time. And our parents worked at the same company. My dad and Kenny's dad would take turns picking us up from school.
Oh my gosh.
Because they couldn't have Kenny's dad and my dad picking us up. Now, they worked in Clarksdale on the east side of Louisville. We're on the west side of Louisville. So they had to drive all through Louisville to pick us up. So me and Kenny were always in trouble. So like what they would do is like they would group us together. Like instead of having both parents come to pick us up, like my dad would come pick me and Kenny up. So one day, me and Kenny got in trouble together early in the day. And I think Kenny's dad came and picked us both up. Because the company was like, bro, we can't have both employees come to pick their bad kids up. So Kenny's dad, I think, picked us both up. Or my dad, or I can't remember which one of the two, came to pick us both up. And then me and Kenny are...
So your dad and Kenny's dad became really good friends.
Yeah, taking turns picking each other's kids up from school. So, yeah. Yeah, because our dads worked at the same place. So, you know, it just worked out conveniently. Instead of having to send both of us to Whitney Young Middle School, Whitney Young Elementary School, just one would go out. So they would, you know, it worked out all right, actually. Anyways, we both go to work. I need to find a bathroom this really. Now me and Kenny remember, he's been chasing me around playground for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But now we're both not in school. We're at a it's a dump truck company called Kentucky Transfer Line. They're not around anymore. We're both in a scrapyard, basically. Like where it's a graveyard. A graveyard for dump trucks, basically.
Yeah.
Is there like anything I can pee here at least? There's a gas station, Starbucks. I gotta use the bathroom desperately. It's already 7 o'clock. Dude. I know we don't want to stop is Calhoun. That place is scary.
What?
Calhoun, Georgia. Remember that
There
place?
is a Buc-ee's there.
In Calhoun?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go there then. How far are we from it?
Like, not too far.
There's a quick trip on the next exit, but they're pretty trashy.
Yeah.
Especially around the Atlanta area.
About 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I can wait that long. So now Kenny and I are hanging out at the Kentucky Transfer Line. You know? We're hanging out at the Kentucky Transfer Line. Playing inside of old beat up dump trucks. And then me and Kenny became best friends.
Yeah.
And once Kenny was my best friend, like there's nobody who could ever mess with me. And I never, once me and Kenny became best friends, nobody in that school ever bothered me. Like you would not, I never had a problem. In the school. Now on the school bus, it was different.
Yeah.
Then you got to deal with the Bosnians, and you got to deal with the, everybody from all the other neighborhoods. I used to get beat up a lot, but in school, I never had a problem. Once I became best friends with the kids from the West End, it was like you couldn't touch me. But yeah, it's just a little story on. Interesting little story there. By 4th grade, we went to Florida. That's just kind of messed up everything. Because I was like, by 3rd or 4th grade, I actually felt comfortable, I had learned English. I was friends with the baddest kid in school, so nobody would mess with me.
If you had stayed in Kentucky, do you think you would have finished school?
I don't know, because I go back now.
Yeah.
All the kids that I grew up with are gang members. That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Like every person that was there, that stayed there, is currently in a gang.
Yeah.
That's not exactly good. One of them is a rapper. One of them is, 2 of them are in a gang. Because when I went back to Louisville, I met up with Jigsaw, and he took me up there, and I saw 2 kids that we grew up with, and they're in a gang. It was like, wow, it's like everybody that was there kind of didn't really get too far, So I'm actually not too disappointed at how that worked out.
Yeah, and you got to meet me.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, I don't think staying in Louisville was good. I mean, I was getting, my parents knew, one of the reasons I left is because I wasn't having trouble in school. I was having trouble on the school bus and on the street.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even about school, it was about the neighborhood. It was all on the street. Are we in Rome yet? Or Cartersville?
No.
How far up are we?
We're by we're almost to Ackwards.
Look at the mountain up ahead. Beautiful. That's it, guys.